So I got this download the other day, and I've spent a few days meditating on it and allowing it to kind of wash through my system and my energies, trying to find a 3D way to communicate what's probably a 5D concept. I'm not even the big fan of the 3D, 5D, all that shit, all these, um, but I'm trying to find an earthly way to describe a higher minded concept. So here goes my best stab at it. What I saw was that humans, it's like we're on a huge baseball field. Okay, and again, you know how these things work. You just get the download and you understand it all in one moment. The concept just, it becomes a part of you. It becomes integrated into you, and you just understand this immediately. And when it showed me that we're all on a baseball field, I was like, huh? And as I allowed it to continue to come through, the way that I saw it is that when people are playing a baseball game, so let's pretend it's pro baseball, okay, MLB. So they're playing a baseball game, and in order to win, you have to score so many runs, right? So say team A scored 21s and team runs, and team B scored 1. Well, obviously that was a blowout, right? So team A is like, yeah, we're badasses. Like, we beat you by 19 runs. But really, team A didn't do anything to further any of its own progress, to make any forward momentum, actual physical forward momentum. All team A did was run around a diamond over and over. And they ran around that diamond very well, to the extent that they blew out team B, who ran around the same diamond, but didn't run around the same diamond as well. And team A thinks that they've done this great thing because they won. But really, they didn't go anywhere. They didn't get anywhere. They didn't make any actual physical, meaningful forward progress. They just ran around the diamond the same way the losing team ran around the diamond. And what I'm trying to say is that this realm, okay, it doesn't mind giving us the little wins. Shit, it'll give us a World Series. It doesn't mind, because we're safely where we are supposed to be, where it wants us to be. We're safely inside the fence, on the field, consumed with running these bases and thinking that every time we make it back to home, oh, this is great, we've made progress. Look, I got another point. A point for what? What is that even? Who cares? You ran around the diamond. Good for you. Oh, you ran around the diamond again. Good job. Game 50. Oh, ran around the diamond again. Good job. You ran around the diamond again. You made it all the way home, didn't you? You're not getting any fucking where. You're exactly where the realm wants you to be. Inside the fence, on the field, with a singular goal of running around the same diamond, staying in the same track, staying trapped in the same cycle over and over and over, and then getting really excited when you get your little attagirls and attaboys and points, and like I said, championships and even World Series. You think you've done this amazing thing because you've ran the track, you've ran around the diamond, you've stayed inside the trap so well that the realm rewards you. And those little bumps give you these endorphins and this adrenaline rush, and you're like, oh, I did good. I got a point because I ran around the diamond. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Do it again. Do it. And you spend your whole entire life running around the same diamond, getting the same exact reward. No bigger reward, no less reward. It's just a point. Right? The realm gives you a point because you went around the diamond and you made your way back home. Good for you. You get another point. Those points never get any more value. They never become any more meaningful. It's just a point that you got because you executed the plan of the realm exactly the way the realm wanted you to execute it. So, for me, in my mind, I can see this perfectly clearly. You're spending all this time and energy doing something that you think is going to provide forward motion for you and your life and move you forward in your life. But what you're really doing is just running around the same bases all day, every day, and giving yourself a pat on the back because you did it the same today that you did it yesterday. And maybe you did it better today. Maybe you scored 5 runs today and it was only 3 yesterday. But you're not going anywhere. You're not making any progress. This is metaphorical as it applies to our real lives. We work our jobs, we get up, I know I work my 8 to 4 and I pay the bill on the same day every month. And every month when I have enough money to pay my rent, it's like scoring a run. And I feel accomplished because I did the same thing this month that I did last month, over and over and over. This should not be. This is not what humanity is meant for. This is what the realm wants for us. And really, I can't, I have done a lot of blaming this overarching intelligence that I call the realm. But really, it's us that needs to, it's not victimizing us as much as we're allowing ourselves to be food, to be victimized, so to speak. At any time that we wanted to stop, all we would have to do is turn around and walk off the field, and it would be over. It would be it. But what is so scary is that we don't know what's outside the fence. We don't know. We know what's inside the fence. We know that there's home, first base, second base, third base. We know there's a right fielder, a left fielder, a center fielder, a shortstop, first, second, third base, pitcher, catcher. We know that. It's a safe environment. It's a predictable environment. So we keep doing it because we know for sure at the end of that we're at least going to be able to, we could predict what was going to happen, and we know what's going to happen when the game is so-called over. So it's safe for us. And we don't know what's outside of the fence. But we've had a lot of brilliant philosophers that have taught us, that have tried to encourage us, just be brave, just be bold, just remember who you are. Just remember that you aren't meant. You're infinite. You are magical. You are sovereign. You are intergalactic and interdimensional. Once you remember those things and you truly remember, maybe that will give you the boldness to get off the field. See what's out there. Go look around. I'm saying it to you while I'm saying it to myself. I'm afraid of doing that. I'm not afraid of doing it for myself. I'm afraid that if I make a decision to step off the field and I don't know what's outside of it, and what if what I did negatively affects my children and my children's children? What if I step off of it and then because I've fallen out of favor, that with the game, with the realm, that, I can no longer feed my family. That's a legitimate concern. It is not a fear. I don't do fear anymore, but it's a legitimate concern that I'm sure I'm not the only one that has it. But this is the way I see it. Understanding this baseball metaphor and seeing it so clearly, I have equated it to a prison. And when the prisoner decides that he's going to escape the prison, he doesn't usually do it the first day that he decides to. He makes the decision, okay, day 1, I've decided I am escaping. I'm getting out of this prison. Then, once that's in his mind and that he has set that as his intention, every day, every moment of every day, now he's looking around, he's scanning left, right, up, down. He's observing everything, little things he would have never noticed before, in order to find the weak spots, to find the weak prison guards, to find the weak prisoners, to exploit the potential resources. He starts to gather data, and he starts to put it in his mind, and he starts to make, create the plan in his mind, gather the tools that he needs in order to make the break. So where I am now is I have decided I'm getting out. I'm getting off the field. Now I gather data. Now I watch. Now I learn, and I prepare, and I don't forget, and I keep single-minded, and I find my way out. And I hope that this might encourage you to do the same thing. I love you.